Hi, my name is Larry Alaska. I'm the principal at Bremen Elementary Middle School, and I'm here to give you an update on our office building project and to give you a virtual tour. With COVID, we're not able to have as many people come in now and see it, but we wanted to show you what's been done. As you pull up through the front of the building, the area that we use for drop off and dismissal and arrival, you can see this is the addition that has been put onto the building. It's up by door number 10. That's where you would enter into the new office. And you could also see our large display sign that we have out there to keep parents informed on all the upcoming events. These are the doors you would come in. Door number 10, you're going to come through the glass doors. And after entering those doors, you'll come up to another set of doors. Just to the right, you could see there is a buzzer right there, and you will click this buzzer, and then the secretaries will be able to talk to you through the intercom. They could see you on video, and they could also see you through the glass doors, which adds a lot of security to our building. So we no longer have parents or anybody else having to enter the building and walk into the building to get to the office. Here's a floor plan of our building. On the first floor, we have our reception area where you enter into. We have a nurse's office. We also have the clinic area for the nurse where the kids would go if they're not feeling well. We have our treasurer's office, a restroom, a counselor's office, the office workroom, the assistant principal's office, the principal's office, and also a conference room. Here's a picture from the downstairs. This is the reception area where Mrs. Stein and Mrs. Andrews will be sitting. So as you come into the building, you'll be greeted by them. And this is a staircase that takes you upstairs to the middle school office. One of our big improvements is we're able to have our middle school office directly above our elementary office. Parents no longer have to try to navigate themselves halfway through the building to get to our middle school office, and then same thing with the kids. So as kids come in, if they have an appointment, they check in downstairs, and they're able to walk up that staircase and go right up through the middle school office and into the building. Here's another view of our downstairs. This is the limestone wall. It used to be on the outside. We have a nice little tree with some landscaping planted in there. And this is right around the reception area. This is from the other side of it. You can see where our two secretaries have their workstations. And this is looking out to the west through the glass doors. You can see the front drive. This is the corridor that connects us into the building now. So if parents or anybody is coming into the building, they would first check in the office. And then from there, they would be able to go into the building if they had purpose in the building. These two wooden doors are magnetized. We do have a safety feature. If we ever needed to, for any safety reasons, seal off this part of the office, we can pull a switch and those two doors will close and they will remain locked. And anybody that's in that office area will stay inside the office area and not be able to enter into the building, which is a huge safety feature that's been added. This is Mrs. Stevens, our nurse. This is her nurse's office. This is directly across from the clinic area. This provides her with an area to do paperwork. Also, we're fortunate this year with the referendum to be able to add a second nurse. So now we have two nurses. So Mrs. Stevens has her office in here. It also allows a space that is private. So if kids are in the clinic area, she's able to come over here, use the phone, talk to parents. We have lots of confidential conversations that sometimes have to happen with medical issues, and she's allowed to do that in this area. This is the clinic area. Mrs. Horner is our other nurse that's on staff, and she works in this area. This is her station. And you can see we've also been able to add a lot of cabinetry area for storage of medications, clothing, different things like that in our nurses' clinic. We are also able to install a shower, and it has a changing table. We have a preschool in our building now as well with 2 Head Start classrooms. And we also have the bathroom in here. This is our clinic area. We have 4 cots in this area. If students aren't feeling well, they need to rest for a little while before being able to return to class, or if they need to be picked up by a parent, they're able to lay down in this area. We have curtains that are able to pull apart to give them some privacy. Each individual area has its own light control as well. So if students are suffering from a migraine or not feeling well and they want the lights off, With our new office, we're able to dim those lights or turn off that section of lights, which is different than our old office where it was either all the lights were on or all the lights were off. This is our treasurer's office here. So if you have any payments to make or need to talk to Mrs. Fitch about a bill, this is right inside, right before you go to the main part of the building. She's in the main office, and we actually just got it installed today as our new sliding window. So she has a window to secure her office and can slide it open to talk with any parents that are coming in. But all our financial transactions can be taken care of here at the nurses or the treasurer's office. And this is a view. This is right outside my office door. You can see the edge of the reception area there. Going into the main corridor of the building, we have some chairs for parents and students to wait in. This is our workroom. We have our copy machine in here, our student files, other files, and also the wiring for all our data ports and everything else is housed in here. This is Mr. Gall's assistant principal office. You can see right out to the playground, keep an eye on what's going on out there, see if he needs to go out there and handle any situations. And this is my office, much nicer than my old office. And it also gives a little bit more room before if parents wanted to talk. It was always a little cramped in my office. So now we're able to spread out, especially with COVID, be able to keep our 6 feet of distance and have a conversation in the office. And this is our conference room. Our old conference room, if you were in the elementary office, was very small, low cost, claustrophobic at times, no windows, and couldn't fit many people inside of this. This is a nice large conference room. So if parents are coming in for meetings, whether it's an IEP or an after school meeting or anything, we're able to fit a good amount of people in here with enough space, and that space is really a nice feature. Here's a floor plan of our second floor, which pretty much mirrors the downstairs. We have a reception area, a restroom area, a counselor's office. We have an in-school suspension room upstairs, a small area, the principal's office, a conference room, and also mechanical space. Here's the staircase that takes you from the elementary part of the office up into the middle school office. And here's overlooking into the main entryway. When you come in door number 10, this is that entranceway area that you come into. This is just a view of as you would go down the stairs. There's some spaces to sit. And the reception area. Here's where Mrs. Huff is working from, her workstation. If you had any business up in the middle school office or our middle school students come down, they're greeted by Mrs. Huff. And it's a nice big workspace. And also, like I said, it's right above our elementary office, and the functionality is much, much better than it used to be. This is the main corridor that goes from our reception area, the middle school office, into the middle school hallway. And this is a view from the reception area towards the counselor's office and also Mr. Flesvig's office. And on the left there is the entranceway to the conference room. Here's our in-school suspension room. If we have students that are struggling for the day, they need to get caught up on some work or rethink about their choices, they're able to come in here, sit down and work. There are 2 windows that look into this. They have 2-way mirrors. So our counselor and our assistant principal are able to look in and check on the students, and the students see a reflection when they look back, so they're not able to see into the office to keep some confidentiality. This is our conference room that is upstairs. This was one of our meetings earlier this week. As you can see, lots of space, huge improvement. Before, if we had parents in the middle school that wanted to come in and meet, we had to go halfway through the school. So now we're able to keep everybody just right in the office area. It's a much more secure setting for the entire school. This is Mr. Flesvig's office upstairs. And this is a view from the conference room. It looks out over South Street with those big windows that you see as you drive by.